Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Saifullah Michelle. My ID study number is 8320102023 and from class A. This is final exam by my lecturer is Mr. Fitri Kurniawan, and the title is Tourism Crisis Analysis, Labuan Bajo Port Tragedy, and Bali Quiet versus Yogyakarta SIF. Okay, we will start in case 1 is Labuan Bajo Port Tragedy. Labuan Bajo is known around the world as a symbol of beauty, crystal clear waters, exotic island, and the legendary Komodo dragons. Millions of eyes see it as a dream destination, a paradise on the edge of Indonesia. But behind the stunning image shared on social media, there is another side of Labuan Bajo that is rarely discussed. As tourism grew rapidly, hidden tragedies began to surface. Safety standards are often ignored, workers face unfair conditions, and local communities struggle to keep their land and livelihoods. In several incidents, negligence has led to accidents, injuries, and even loss of life. These moments remind us that development without responsibility can come at a terrible human cost. Labuan Bajo's story is not about just tourism, but this is about humanity. It is a call to perfect, reflect, to demand accountability, and to ensure that beauty is not built on suffering. Because true paradise should protect lives, respect communities, and value human dignity above all else. And next in case 2 is Bali Quiet versus Yogyakarta Shifts. The perception that Bali is becoming quiet does not reflect this line in tourism overall, but rather a shift in domestic travel patterns. While international tourists continue to visit Bali in strong numbers, many domestic travelers have chosen alternative destinations. This shift is largely driven by weather concerns, rising costs, traffic congestion, and negative narratives amplified on social media. As a result, domestic tourists increasingly favor destinations that feel more affordable and accessible. Yogyakarta has emerged a key beneficiary of this change. With its strong cultural identity, lower traveler costs, wide-ranging attractions, the city has experienced a significant increase in domestic visitors during peak holiday periods. Overall, this case highlights how perception and affordability can quickly reshape tourism flows, even when a destination remains global popular. Next is case analysis. Is the primary case of the Labuan Bajo tragedy lies in sufficient safety governance amid rapid tourism growth. Marine tourism activities expanded quickly, but safety standards, vessel inspections, and emergency preparedness did not develop at the same place. Commercial pressures often push operators to continue trip despite unfavorable weather conditions. And then another contributing factor was WAC enforcement of regulation. Although safety rules exist, monitoring and accountability in practice were inconsistent. This created an environment where risks were normalized, especially in destinations promoted as safe paradise. The strong branding of Labuan Bajo led to risk underestimation, by both operators and tourists. The Quiet Bali narrative was caused not by a collapse in tourism, but by a shift in domestic tourist behavior. Rising traveler cost congestion and weather concern reduced Bali's appeal for local traveler. Social media amplified these perceptions, influencing traveler decisions more than actual visitor data. At the same time, Yogyakarta offered a more attractive alternative for domestic tourists. Its affordability, cultural authenticity, and accessibility align better with domestic travel preference. Bali is increasing dependence on international tourists made the decline in domestic visitors more visible, reinforcing the perceptions of emptiness. And the next is solution for the two cases is maybe increasing supervision by local authorities and tourism boards, and then promote a safety first culture over profit first mentality, and maybe implement strict regulation for tourist boats, regular inspection, certified crew, and mandatory life-saving equipment. And another solution is strong governance and regulation. Kemudian responsible communication and infrastructure support, and then safety first culture and emergency preparedness, and the last is diversity, tourist markets, and managing perception. Okay, I think that's all enough. Thank you for watching. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.